Welcome to my team. Here you'll experience the world of Formula One not only as a driver, but as the owner of a brand new F1 team. First things first, let's create your driver.
Ace, Zhang, Young, William, Wang. The Professor. Paul, the Grim Reaper.
I'm just gonna pick that. Driver number is 21.
And now let's focus on your driver's look.
Let's go for 4. Oh, that's what it changed. Does this change? And that's the stripes. Ooh, that actually looks pretty cool. I can stay black. No, that's fine. Stay black. Accept. Black and blue is our colors today. Purple, black, and blue. Okay. Let's do that. Yeah, I can't change that.
Thank you. I need a moment.
Great, now let's set up some of the key details of your new team. We'll start with an easy one. What name would you like to give the team? Nice. Now, some kind of income stream is critical, so we need to sign a primary sponsor. Our primary sponsor will pay a sign-in bonus to the team up front. This is vital to cover the early investments we need to make. They'll also provide valuable weekly income for us. Each sponsor has a goal they want the team to achieve. If we hit that goal, the sponsor will pay us an additional goal bonus.
Okay. 15 construction points for season, complete full season.
Fantastic, now we've got a budget to work with. Our car won't be going anywhere fast without a power unit. So let's sign a power unit supplier now.
Okay, power units.
We need both performance and durability from our power units, but we also need to balance the books. We're going to have a lot of other areas to invest our cash into. We almost have all the key partners for our team now, but we still need a teammate for you. These are the drivers available to be your first teammate. They have all their own strengths and weaknesses, so consider everything when deciding who to hire. Drivers earn acclaim based on their performances. When a driver earns enough acclaim, they will level up. The higher a driver's level, the more acclaim they will earn for their current team. And remember, the faster the team levels up, the faster our income will increase. The higher a driver's experience, the more resource points are earned to spend on vehicle upgrades. Racecraft is the driver's skill to effectively complete overtakes when opportunities arise. Awareness shows the driver's ability to avoid errors and incidents. Pace describes the driver's ability to set competitive Pace describes the driver's ability to set competitive lap times. Focus represents the driver's current form and state of mind. Rating is a summary of the driver's overall skill level. Looks like we can afford this power unit supplier and teammate. Go ahead and confirm if you're happy. Let's create the livery we will be running this season. We can add more sponsors to the car as we sign them throughout the year. And don't worry, we can edit our look at any time from HQ. Last but not least, we need to consider our brand, our badge and team colours. Great, that's everything we need.
Dean? Dean, and another thing that keeps me up at night, your lips touch when you say the word separate.
And they separate when you say touch.
Oh, apart. Oh, no? I forgot what's the other word.
They separate when you say touch, and they touch when you say separate.
Until we meet again.
And have you noticed that when you say backwards, your lips move backwards, and when you say forward, your lips move forward? Guess who's not sleeping tonight? Guess who has an excuse not to go to class tomorrow? I technically have Afrikaans.
Tougher questions in the future. In my team, can you consideration doesn't take exposure
I
to
want to
track.
wipe my makeup to be able to go to sleep, but I'm so in love with it.
Some answers in your PC need to prevent your RD in a specific area, so choose wisely. The media coaching perk can be purchased through the contract screen at the Team HQ. This perk unlocks additional answers out of a difficult question, give you a bigger boost to your acclaim of the team. There are 3 levels of this perk to unlock.
So you know what my mission is for if I remain living in South Africa for the rest of my life? I want to be South Africa's Jack Joe. South Africa version of Jack.
Ah.
I'm not gonna get a lip filler like I did. I'm gonna let get it to
Hello folks, and welcome to this, a very special edition of Paddock Pass. As you can see, there's no pit lane behind me, and as you can hear, no roar of engines, and that's because they've set me free from the F1 paddock to escape here to the countryside and to the headquarters of Formula One's newest team. Now, it's not every day we get to pull back the curtain and look behind the scenes at an F1 team. Rarer still that we get to talk not only to the team owner, but also the team's lead driver. But what makes this place extra special is that the owner and lead driver are one and the same person. Now, it's been an interesting 12 months, and we all know a number of the regulation changes which were due to come into effect this year have been delayed until next. Some, though, are still seeing the light of day, amongst them the all-important budget cap, which gives some of the smaller teams a little further down the order, potentially, the opportunity to compete with the bigger teams. Good for them, but great for us as viewers. But what does our new team owner think about these new rules? Do they see them as a challenge, a hurdle that needs to be overcome? Perhaps they see them as an opportunity to disrupt the status quo, a chance to come out swinging and to carve their name into Formula One history. Well, I had the opportunity to ask them these very questions just earlier today, and here's what they had to say.
Oh shit, this is gonna be difficult.
I know, right?
Yep.
Well, first of all, thanks so much for inviting us here today. It's been wonderful to see behind the scenes. As you might expect, I've got about 1 million questions, so let's jump straight in. It's been a long time since we last saw a team owner take their own car onto the track, and the sport's changed enormously in the intervening years. How are you going to handle the responsibilities of both managing and driving for a Formula One team?
This isn't just about me, this is about my team and my behind the ball.
Let's talk about your teammate. Now, it's clear they're excited to have signed with you, but tell me, what is it that you think they bring to the team?
Team.
So you've obviously been putting a lot of work into the car. I know it's early days, but how do you expect it to feel out there?
Because one of our main goals is going to give us the edge going into corners. Someday it looks good, but we don't know until we get out on the track.
Most of the other teams can boast years of experience in Formula One. Where do you see the opportunities to make those vital performance gains you need to put you within reach of the other cars?
This era has brought a lot of complexity in the power unit, plenty of into the system.
Ultimately, your success this season is going to come down to whether you can take positions from the other drivers. What is it about your car that's going to give you that edge in those battles?
The thing is, we can gain penalties for failures. The powers we being the car, this helps with better top speed.
And finally, with so many specialist departments working together here at your headquarters, and with such an important deadline coming up, who's getting that coveted Teacher's Gold Star? Which group do you feel the most proud of right now? Well, thank you so much for your time. It's been wonderful to get an insight from you and, of course, to see around the headquarters. Thank you for today. Really appreciate it. And thank you all at home for watching as well. We'll see you very soon.
Okay, cool. So that's done. F2 free practice. Racing starting with total casual stand and expert while setting positions. For more settings, clear assist settings, you can configure them as you see fit. Here you can see your team's balance. Your sponsor will give you cash each week and extra bonuses when you complete the objectives. There are your resource points. You use them to keep the team, to help the team upgrade the car. You can spend them at any time in R&D. This is your team's acclaim level. As this increases, so does your income from sponsors. Travelers, one contributing to the acclaimed teams to get out there and improve yourself out on the track before approaching them.
This is where you can view our current facilities and the effects they're having on the business. You can also invest some of our cash into upgrades for these facilities.
Until the all 400 teams continue. New developments reducing the cost of some upgrades. You can pursue upgrades into the R&D departments, upgrades, making more commonly and more expensive upgrades to research. From time to time, you also receive upgrades from engineer supplier. Upgrades and a few failed upgrades. Consider how to manage the morale of your R&D department. So what you say and do, about the time it takes to develop upgrades and the likelihood of failure. Go to powertrain. Okay, cool. So let's go in. Lunchtime.
Hey boss, I think we could better manage our time by organising some team activities. Head to the activities screen to see what we have available. It's important to use the time between races to the fullest extent. And that's
I think
where these
Dad's calling you,
activities
Deanie.
manage everyone's time as efficiently as possible
Yes.
to maximise the team's performance.
Principal means by which your teammate has to if career messages can contain important news about the reports, contact area, and this. Be sure to check about each session of our race weekend. Good morning, boss. The decorator said at the break room last week, and Ruth tells me the service should all be online, so we're now. Welcome to the big stage. I'm looking forward to being part of the enduring and civility we're about to build. It'd be good to get either yourself or Jean into the syndicate as soon as. Thank you for your patience during the recent contact. I'm pleased with our internal lack have been resolved. And you should now first assistance required by your role. If you encounter any further issues, information, please contact the IT department. So how do we do simulation? How we do the simulation? I really like how my car came out. Facilities, just personal marketing, powertrain, car. But how do you sim?
Our new parts have completed without issue. They'll be on the car ready for the next race weekend.
That's for each week with a quick overview to try for each season. Okay, cool. Too few packs. What's it on any better? It's useful to learn how the F2 car performs around the track. Dean, come here quick.
Why? I'm meeting.
Yeet.
Hey, welcome to the team. Good to finally meet you. I'm Max. I'm the head of R&D here.
You know why.
I've been following your career closely, and I have to say, I'm a huge fan. I think we're going to get on great. This is your machine.
Yes, please.
From here, you can track your performance, look into R&D upgrades, and much more. Let me know
Oh,
if you
jeez.
run into any problems.
Nice though. Okay, so okay, look around. Oh, cool. This is actually pretty cool. Okay, workstation. Messages. Okay, when you go to within the Java, you put your station and claim on the line. From time to time, you make it out, and if the person is your business, just raise your profile of the rivalry. There's a certain number of race weekends in the rivalry, and the driver with the highest score at the end will be declared the winner. You can rival points in qualifying in the race. Outperform your rival to get the highest score. The winner of the rivalry will get a boost to the acclaim. So draw both drivers get half the acclaim. Do I need to upgrade anything? Well, that's developing. Okay, let's do practice one. Let's see how the car will perform. Let's see.
Morning, boss. Jeff here. Thanks again for bringing me on board. You've found a lot of talented people for this team. I can't wait to see what we can accomplish.
Welcome,
Our
Jeff.
journey to the Constructors' Championship starts here today, and the car is ready to head out whenever you are.
Free practice session are part of each Grand Prix weekend. Not only do they give you the track, they also offer a range of practice programs that can be completed to advance the development of your car. Oh, is this how you do the... Okay, complete practice program. Okay, typically each program has another boost. Completing one of these gives you insights into car's performance or obtaining a cheaper upgrade. You may adjust your car setup over the course of these sessions, trying to find the extra fractions of a second. Note that the sport can detect that after each free practice, you must hand back 2 sets of your dry tire allocations to get the most out of them while you can. Let's see. Racing line for the entire life. Let's see how I do. Loch Ness. Oh, that's so cool. Is it this track again? see how I do. So far I'm doing not that bad. Let's just make sure I'm on mute. Yeah, okay. No flashback. No. Hey. Okay, I'm not doing so bad. Hey. But it's not dead last, watch. Oh no, not dead last. 11th.
And with all the cars now over the line, let's see our top three again. Rick.
Okay, so yeah. Let's see. This is practice 3 now. Okay. Drop that down. Been completed. Cool. Let's try this again. Climb boost. One shot qualifier. See what. see. Whew.
Fantastic. You've got pole.
Pole position, nice.
And with qualifying complete, let's review our top 3 today. The Grim Reaper, Hamilton and Max Verstappen. With qualifying complete, all that remains is the main event.
Great work out there today. Let's have your thoughts. Looks like you had a great qualifying session. It must be a relief being that far up the grid. It looks like you've really been focusing on research and development this season. Appreciate your time.
All right, I think we can call that a successful qualifying. We should be in with a good chance in the race.
Months of rumour and speculation. Let's...
Great stuff.
Hey. So far so good. This corner always catches me. Aha. There we go.
You are in first position, front of the pack. Hamilton is behind you. The gap to the car behind is 2.6 seconds. They're on fresh softs. Pit strategy complete. See these tyres through to the end now.
Please.
The car behind is dropping back by about 0.3 a lap.
Oh, this is so takes concentration, this race. This is
Great work. That's a new fastest lap of the race.
Jesus. Not that bad. Just as I said that.
Jesus. This is your final lap of the race.
Going to the kitchen. Oh, it's for my coffee earlier. Not too bad. Jeez,
Thank you. I need a moment.
Great drive. We did it. Good job.
Our first P1 of the season.
A fantastic team effort then to secure victory here in the deserts. Anthony Davidson, a resounding victory today. What set them apart from the rest?
Well, I honestly feel it was down to the driver and car today. I mean, we can talk driver skill all day, but if you don't have a solid team to back that, you're never going to get anywhere. When you hit that sweet spot of having both an excellent driver and an incredible car, that's when you see results like those we witnessed today.
Here comes your top three making their way down to the podium for what can only be described as a fantastic day for Formula One.
Thank you, Dean.
The Grim Reaper takes over the lead of the Drivers' Championship. Now, let's discuss, Ant. Who would you say is a contender for Driver of the Day?
I have to give it to the Grim Reaper. They did a great job at getting the most out of their tyres without losing pace, something that's a very handy skill to have in modern-day Formula One.
Let's move on to the Constructors. Mercedes moved to the top of the table. And with that, we wrap up another weekend of motorsport. But with more races lined up, be sure to join us when we come back with more Formula One.
So that was an exciting race from our perspective. Let's have yours. You took the top points today. Was it a comfortable win? You really looked in control of your car out there. Your team must be thrilled. Great. Well, that's everything.
It looks like you've had a meeting request from one of our departments. As the boss, departments will often reach out to you for advice on how to handle the various ongoings of your team. These events can range from everything from organising charity events to dealing with driver matters. How you decide to handle these will have an impact not only on our resources, but how the press perceives us. The personnel department has asked us to deal with this. We have a couple of options here. Take your time. What you decide to do will have consequences. Thanks for stepping in and helping handle that. I know we were expecting some new developments to come through, but some of them have failed quality control. We'll need to tell a team what to redevelop via the R&D screen.
Oof. Let's look out for department events that show positions from your team and more. Points within the target time, actually changing. Flying lap.
Okay, just want to remind you to keep an eye on your tyre temperatures, which you can do on the temperature panel of the MFD. We monitor carcass temperature and surface temperature, and you'll get the best performance when they're both inside a normal operating window. Surface temps tend to fluctuate faster, so try a few laps with the data open and get a feel for how to control them. I've had a chat with the R&D team about the new car parts, and we're happy that they've been integrated into the car okay. With any luck, you'll be able to feel the improvement. So give them a try.
Wat funny ding?
Landing kiss. I've been waiting for this ship for 4 seconds.
It's time to remind ourselves of our top three, who are Ricciardo, Norris and Sebastian Vettel. And if today's practice is any...
Thank you.
Hello there and welcome back to Imola, home circuit of the Scuderia Ferrari. We expect to see a lot of local supporters in red today. They've all turned out for what we have every expectation of being a sensational event here at the Emilia-Romagna Grand Prix. 3.1 miles of track here at Imola, featuring 19 turns, 9 to the right and 10 to the left. Remember that Imola differs from most other Formula One circuits as it's driven anti-clockwise. Let's hope no one forgets that today. The exit from turn 18 will probably be the setup for many of today's overtakes, leading as it does into the longest straight of the circuit and its only DRS zone. And as always, a man with plenty of racing experience joins me in the commentary box. Today it's Anthony Davidson. Tell me, Ant, you're no stranger to surviving the melee of turn 1. So how do you keep out of trouble when there's so much going on around you?
Well, the throttle goes both ways, Crofty. You've got to have the discipline not to try and win the race on the first lap. So always be prepared to lift early and give those around you more space. Trying to be the last of the late breakers with half a dozen cars around you may pay off from time to time, but it's also a great way to lose your front wing.
With the race minutes away from starting, here's what today's grid rundown.
After the points finish last race,
Modern F1. Keeping up with the development race is vital for continued success in Formula One, but resources are limited, so choose carefully where you allocate them. Throughout your career, you will earn resource points, and there are 4 departments of car development in which you can spend them: powertrain, chassis, aerodynamics, and durability. At any one time, each of these can be tasked with researching a new part. Higher levels of upgrade will cost more and take longer to complete, but the performance gains will be significant. You can upgrade your facilities, which will allow you to develop more parts simultaneously, develop upgrades faster, and have fewer failures. Your engine supplier will also give you updates throughout the season in addition to your own. Department morale is also an important factor, so be careful what you say to the press. You'll need to find the right balance to suit your needs and maximise performance throughout the season. Over the course of the Formula One season, each driver is limited in the number of power unit and gearbox components that they may use. Exceeding these limitations will result in grid penalties. Your available power unit components can be managed on the vehicle management screen. This is also where you can manage your gearbox, which must complete a designated number of consecutive race weekends. However, an additional gearbox is available exclusively for use in Free Practice 1 and 2. The multifunction display is a vital tool to give drivers control over their cars and make important information visible during a race. It's possible to cycle through the screens on the MFD to access the settings such as brake bias or the tyres to be fitted at the next pit stop, as well as car condition, component temperatures and race strategy information. When speaking to your engineer through the radio, the MFD is also the place where you'll be able to view and select your available commands. Consistency over a long distance is vital in Formula One, so being able to manage tyres and reduce tyre wear is a useful skill. The tyre management program available in free practice sessions will help you learn tyre management while earning resource points for development of your car. Be careful on the controls to reduce the amount of tyre slip and therefore wear. The better you can do this, the higher you will score and the more resource points you'll receive. You'll need to balance tyre management with speed, as you must stay under the target lap time. When the on-screen bar moves towards the red end, that means that you're wearing your tyres more than expected at this part of the lap. When it moves towards the purple, you're wearing them less. Stay in the green or purple for a successful test. The safety car may be deployed if there is an incident or if the conditions are too dangerous to drive in. Once the safety car is out on track, there's no overtaking permitted, and you must keep your lap time above a minimum in order to safely form a queue behind it. You can judge your pace using the delta element of the on-screen display. Ensure you drive slowly enough to keep it positive. Once the line has formed, the safety car will re-enter the pits. Remember that there's no overtaking until the green flag at the line. If the incident is less severe, the virtual safety car may be deployed. It's not necessary to form a queue under the VSC, just stay above a certain delta time and obey the yellow flag rules until the virtual safety car period comes to an end. The formation lap is an opportunity to practice your race start and put some energy through your tyres and brakes to get them up to the optimal temperature for the beginning of the race. When the light goes green, pull away from the grid and stay in position, making sure to keep your car in good condition as you drive a lap at a steady but consistent pace in order to prepare for the start of the Grand Prix. Races aren't won from the start line, but they can be lost, so getting a good start can make an important difference to your Grand Prix. As the lights come on, engage the clutch by holding the gear up button. Then, feed in the throttle to build up the revs. When the lights go out, release the clutch and it's away we go.